Hello, viewers at home. Welcome to Global Culture. Tonight, we're going to be talking to you about cultural cooperation and the city. That means the city where you live. How are you integrating culture just to understand culture in your area? Today, I will be bringing somebody who is very knowledgeable in this area, Ms. Pat Wheeler. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Wonderful. And Ms. Pat, actually, she's the Director of Marketing for Cultural Tourism DC.
Yes, I
Can you
am.
tell us more about this organization?
Yes, Cultural Tourism DC is an independent membership organization. Right. So we're made up of most of the theaters, art galleries, museums, dance companies in the city. Okay. One of the mission of Cultural Tourism in DC is celebrate all things DC.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we want people in Maryland and Virginia and Bowie to come into Washington and discover the neighborhoods. We have wonderful neighborhood activities and all the things that makes DC, DC.
Right, wonderful. Okay, so for anybody watching us today, they know like, okay, to have any inclination as a dancer or as a singer or as a play, someone in the, troops and stuff like that, they can come to you and have a good event.
Well, we don't put on events as such ourselves, but our members do.
Oh, wonderful.
So on our website, we often have information from our members who are looking for talent. So we have a very good website for people who are interested in that. Okay. I'm going to tell you early, and I'll say it again later. It's www.culturaltourismdc.org.
Okay, wonderful.
So, but if your member, your audience is looking for places to go or things to do, we have a wonderful extensive calendar that you can go day by day and find out what's going on in the city.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. And of course, there are so many things going on, like you said, and majorly the one that caught my eyes, actually this May, is Passport DC.
Yeah, okay. Passport DC is a wonderful, exciting event. One of the neighborhoods we discovered, as we were looking at all the different neighborhoods in Washington, is the international community. Right. That's a neighborhood just like Shaw, Adams Morgan, or downtown DC. And many people were familiar with Embassy Row, and they often would drive down Embassy Row, which is Massachusetts Avenue, and wonder what goes on in these beautiful stately mansions. We want to know. Right. And that's the way we came up with the idea to do a program called Passport DC. That's where all month long, people can go to our website and look at what's available for them to see. We've already had one big event, and that was on the Saturday, May 5th, we had the Around the World Embassy Tour, where we had embassies from Africa, Asia, South America, and Central America. Wow. But it's not too late.
Okay. Okay.
Because on Saturday, May 9th, the EU Open House is having their big open house.
Oh,
so
wow,
it's
wonderful.
all the countries of the European Union. And then on Saturday, May 19th, is Fiesta Asia, where we have a big Asian Heritage Festival on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, wow.
6 blocks long, everything that's Asia, and it's a wonderful festival. Plus, every day of the week, Embassy is having something, a museum, a cultural institution in Washington, D.C. is having some type of international event, performance activity all month long.
Wonderful. Okay, this is the month of May. Okay, and here at Global Culture, we have brought somebody here to talk about these different events. So definitely, if you have no place to go, you need to go to the embassies, right?
Right, right.
So from actually May 1st through the May 31st, right?
Right, and I'm sorry, I left out one event.
Okay.
The National Museum of Women of the Arts. Okay. It's their 25th anniversary. Oh, and in celebrating their anniversary, they're putting on a 2-day global marketplace
wow.
On Sunday and Monday, the 13th and the 14th. I hope I have those dates right.
Absolutely, yeah,
and international arts, crafts. And another thing they did, a lot of the embassies that participated in the Around the World Embassy Tour featured women artists from those countries. Oh, okay. So they demonstrated, or they had representation of their artwork in each of the different embassies. Wonderful. So it's not too late for viewers to go check out an embassy. Like I said, there's the EU Open House, and even in some evenings, there are certain embassies that are opening up their doors and doing some evening activities.
Wonderful. Okay, viewers at home, we have tons of list of information right here. pay, and some of them we're going to put at the end of the credit, so you should be able to see that. And actually, the website as well will be on the on our credit as well, so that our viewers, you can go in there, look at all day-to-day activities, and see how you can go global and be culturally inclined, right?
Right.
So just to clarify that the European Union Embassy's open house is on May the 12th, which is a Saturday. And the time is between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the Global Marketplace, which is actually celebration of the Mother's Day,
right,
like I have right here by the National Museum of Women in the Arts, is actually on May 13th and 14th. So go to the website and you'll be able to see all this information. So let's talk more about this. Over the years, you've been doing this, Passport DC.
Right.
How has that changed over the time in terms of participation and attendance?
Well, it's changed a great deal. The very first year that we planned this event, we really struggled to get embassies to participate.
Okay.
They said, well, who are you people, and why do you want to let all these people into our embassies?
Right.
And so we really, the first year was a struggle to get 25, and then we went 35. And this year, we're pleased to announce we had 41 embassies participate.
Wonderful.
Not
you
only
want to mention some of the embassies?
The embassies. Okay, let me try to see if I can remember. I know you always leave people out, but we had Nigeria, Ethiopia, Ghana, South Africa participated for the very first time this year, and they did a wonderful. They had dancers, they had South African food and South African wines. Australia, and they've participated every year, and they've once again South Australian wines. Learn how to throw a boomerang. From South America, we had Brazil, Venezuela, Central America. We've had Guatemala. So those are just a few of the countries that have participated. Mexico. Mexico had a joint celebration because it fell on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. So not only could you go over just to see at the Mexican Cultural Institute, but you also got to celebrate Cinco de Mayo with them.
Wonderful, wonderful. And viewers at home, 45 embassies. So go to their website and make sure that you learn one or two embassies information or know about other countries. At least if you cannot go there or travel right now, right? You can actually go into the embassy.
Right, because most people don't realize is when you go into an embassy, you're on their land, their sovereign country.
Absolutely.
So it's like leaving the city. So we even sold a souvenir passport that people could go get their passport stamped when they went to each embassy.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
And I gave you a passport.
Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
Can, even though you didn't make that one, maybe you can use it for next year.
Absolutely. I will surely try and use that. Okay. Viewers at home, we're going to be putting some of this information, like we said, on our credit, so that way you can, go out there and learn more about other culture, especially in other countries. It's very, very important, and that's what we are promoting here at Global Culture. So, Ms. Pat,
yes.
What is your goal next year?
Well, next year, my goodness, if I can get through this month, I'll be doing pretty good. It's a lot of work putting on a program like this. We provide free shuttles.
Oh, wow.
People get a program guide. We had a 40-page program guide that tells them about activities all month long.
Right.
And also, we do a kickoff event with the State Department at Blair House. So there's a lot of pieces of this.
Yeah.
So once we get through the entire month of May, we'll start planning next year. That year will be our 6th year. And I'm not sure yet. We hope to come up with some surprises.
Yes, I was going to suggest right here at Global Culture, since we are global, have you been able to invite, troops or dancers from other countries to even come?
Yes. In fact, a lot of the embassies fly in people from their country to perform. In fact, we had a number of embassies bringing in people. And on May 6th, the day after the Around the World Embassy Tour, was the International Children's Festival. And they have a performance stage, and it has all kinds of acts who fly in. A lot of them are flown in from their countries to perform. So yes, we do have a lot of people coming in to perform that the embassies bring in to perform. So it'll be authentic dancing. And sometimes it's the people in the local community. I have to talk about Bolivia because Bolivia has been a showstopper. Their embassy is right on Massachusetts Avenue, and for the past 2 years, they've had some wonderful dancers, some already here, but some they fly in. And they dance in front of the embassies, and they've actually stopped traffic on Massachusetts because people are looking. Their costumes are beautiful and colorful, and they dance. They dance nonstop.
Wow.
I don't know where to get the energy from. Actually, it's several different dance troupes, but they dance. Last year the Passport is supposed to be over at 4 o'clock, the
Right.
Around the World Embassy Tour, and they were still dancing at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
So, yes, so anyway, once we get through this month, we'll
Okay.
start working with the embassies.
Right.
To see what kind of special things they'd like to do next year.
Absolutely.
And we also take suggestions from
Okay,
people. So
okay.
if you have some ideas or some
Absolutely.
suggestions, let us know. One of the things I do want to talk about is some of the local organizations that participate. A lot of our local museums get involved, such as the Textile Museum. Does an international exhibit of international textiles. The Phillips Gallery shows some international art. So a lot of our local museums and galleries get involved too, and they're also listed in the program
Oh,
guide.
wonderful. Okay, great. So that's so much information, viewers at home. So if you still need more information, please go to the website and you surely get more. And if you have any specific question or suggestion, just send it to us through our email address, or even go ahead and like us on Facebook so that you can be able to get more information about our programming, our guests, and even our future events. Ma'am, that's a huge month. Meanwhile, we'd like to bring one of the participants to the show. I think that would be good.
I think they would. I think they would be glad to come. One of the we can even have some of the performers,
Right.
some of the ambassadors. We work very closely with the cultural attaches.
Right.
And they have been really good. We've been on a lot of local television to promote what we do.
Right, right.
So we would, I'm sure some of the cultural attaches would come, would love to come on and talk about it. Some of the performers would
Yes,
love to come on and
absolutely. Yes,
perform.
yes.
They're not shy.
Of course, yeah, they are not shy. Thank you so much, Miss Wheeler. We thank you so much. We're coming to the end of the program for today, Global Culture. And we have somebody who knows about culture, as a matter of fact, right?
Right, I know I know a lot more than I did before I started this job.
Okay, now, final word. What's your final message for our viewers at home?
Okay, if you want to call us and find out more information, it's 202-661-7581.
And we're going to be having that phone number, the email address, and the website on the credit. Viewers at home, my name is Akinwale Ojomo. I'm so excited to have Ms. Wheeler here today. Thank you so much for coming.
It's been great to be here. I love to talk about Passport DC.
Absolutely. I love to hear more about that as well. And I know viewers at home, since we are culturally inclined, you've learned so much about different countries. 45 different countries,
right.
45 embassies have been able to participate in this year. So go ahead, get your cultural education together, and make sure you learn more about other countries. Like you always say at Global Culture, learn about that culture, and you'll be so glad you did. I'm signing off for now. My name again is Akinwale Ojomo. I will see you next time.
I'm Pat Wheeler from Cultural Tourism DC, and you're watching Global Culture.